Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Ankita ji. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Ankita?
Yes, please.
Okay, thank you. So let me play some kirtan while people are joining. Okay.
Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari
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 Gopi Jana Vallabha Givaradhari
Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Giridharidhari
Jai Gopi Jana Vallabha Givaradhari
Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Giridharidhari
Yashodanandana Bhajana Narayana
Yashodanandana Braj Jana Ranjana
Yashodanandana Bhajana Narayana
Yashodanandana Braj Jana
Jana
Ranjana
Sira Vanachari
Yamuna Tira Vanachari
Jana Sira Vanachari
Yamuna Tira Vanachari
Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari
Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari
Gopi Jana Vallabha Givaradhari
Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Giridharidhari
Jai Gopi Jana Vallabha Givaradhari
Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Giridharidhari
Yashodanandana Bhajana Narayana
Yashodanandana Braj Jana Ranjana
Yashodanandana Bhajana Narayana
Yashodanandana Braj Jana
Jana
Ranjana
Sira Vanachari
Yamuna Tira Vanachari
Jana Sira Vanachari
Yamuna Tira Vanachari
Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari
Jaya Radha कुंज बिहारी
जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी
जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada.
Jai Prabhupada, 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 Jai Prabhupada,
Jai Prabhupada, 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 Jai Prabhupada.
Jai Prabhupada, 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 Jai Prabhupada.
Haribo, 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 Haribo.
Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol.
Haribo,
Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur, Hari
Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna. Can you hear me?
Hare Krishna, yes.
Hare Krishna. Thank you everyone for joining. My health is a bit down today. I have throat infection, fever, cold, but so my voice would be a bit difficult. Yes. Okay. Okay, I'm going to share my screen. Okay. So we are starting with 60, right?
2.6.
Okay. Let's get started. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate
Okay, I'll mute. Ketan Mataji, maybe you can mute it. You're getting some background noise, right? Some. Okay. I'm getting some background noise. So, okay. So we'll start here with this sloka. Bhagavad Gita 2.60. Yatato hapi konteya
Yata toha tikonteya
purushasya vipaschita
Purushasya vipashyata
indriyani pramathini
Indriyani pramathini
haranti prasabham manaha.
Hari te
Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.Shri Bhaktivinoda Swami Srila Prabhupada. The senses are so strong and impetuous, O Arjuna, that they forcefully carry away the mind even of a man of discrimination who is enduring to control them. Purport. There are many learned sages, philosophers, and transcendentalists who try to conquer the senses in spite of the endeavor. Even the greatest of them sometimes fall victim to material sense enjoyment due to agitated mind. Even Vishwamitra, a great sage and perfect yogi, was misled by Menaka into sexual enjoyment. Although yogi was enduring for sense control with severe type of penance and yoga practice, and of course there were so many similar instances in the history of the world. Therefore, it is very difficult to control the mind and senses without being fully Krishna conscious. Without engaging the mind in Krishna, one cannot see such material engagement. A practical example is given by Sri Yamunacharya, a great saint and devotee, who says, यदि अवादिमं चेत कृष्णा पदारविन्दे नवनोरसाधामन्ये उदायतं रथम् असित् तद् अवधीबत नारीसङ्गने संरमाणे भवती मुखाविकारसुष्ठु निस्थिवानं च. Since my mind has engaged in the service of lotus feet of Krishna, I had I have been enjoying an ever new transcendental humor. Whenever I think of sex life with a woman, my face at once turns from it and I spit at the thought. Krishna consciousness is such a transcendently nice thing that automatically material enjoyment becomes distasteful. It is as if a hungry man had satisfied his hunger by sufficient quality of nutritious eatable. Maharaj Amrish also conquered a great yogi Durvasha Muni simply because his mind was engaged in Krishna consciousness. Sa vai mana Krishna padarvindayo vancha vacham shivai kuntha gunan varan. Hare Krishna. So before this, last week we we discussed that that you can, if you want to change the taste, if anyone you want to change the taste, then you have to change the object, because the taste enjoyment will not, the desire to enjoy the taste will be there. We cannot stop it. Like we gave a lot of example of, some example of snake, example of people eating meat or drinking, or some drug habit, or any kind of social media addiction, TV, television. So many problems nowadays, like Netflix, Amazon Prime. The kids are getting very much engrossed. So if we just stop them, that will not be a solution, because the moment they will get some other way to find it, they will do more aggressively than when you stop it, right? So the only best way is to give them some higher taste, a better engagement. That's how you can control senses. So this is sloka, the current one we just read now, is saying, Krishna is saying, oh Arjuna, the senses are very strong, right, and impetuous, that forcibly carry away the mind even of a man of discrimination who is enduring to control them. So you would see in the history of the world, there were a lot of great yogis, big people. They try to control their senses like a snake. Remember the story we talk about, snake charmer and snake. They try to control it. They go to Himalaya, they go to some cave, disconnect from society, and they're trying to control their senses. But the moment they again meet those things which they are trying to avoid, they will be doing more strongly than, because they were trying to suppress it. So idea is that you cannot suppress things, because the mind, the taste is the root cause is the taste of the mind. It's not about senses. You can stop senses. You can say, okay, you remember in some of the spiritual traditions there is a culture of fasting, like Jainism or some other, like they say that I will not speak or I will not eat, like Maun Brata, or not eating anything for 15 days. But after 15 days they will eat a lot. So what is point of fasting? Which means I just try to suppress it, right? And then it's not it was just a so off, like okay, I can do this for 10 days, 5 days, but then it doesn't benefit. So Prabhupada is giving an example here. Vishwamitra Muni, he was a great ascetic and yogi. He was big person. He was trying to control his senses, but when he was exposed to a omen, Menaka, the heavenly omen, Menaka, then he could not control it, and then he lost his yogic power. Likewise, Yamunacharya, he is one of the acharya of Vaishnava Sampradaya. He was a great king, but later he became renounced and became a saint and deity. And he is talking Yad Avadhi Manachet Krishna Padar Vinde Nava Rasadhamye Udyatam Ratam Asit. He's saying, when I started doing this bhakti, lotus feet service to Krishna, lotus feet, I'm enjoying a better bliss than sex with a woman, because in this world, the topmost enjoyment people think is ultimately culminates in sex life, right? That is the highest level of pleasure everyone is trying to get. And if you see, the whole world is moving because of this impetus for sex life, whether somebody is young or adult or old, the taste for that remains, right? So therefore it is not possible. But then another example here given, that Maharaj Ambarish, he was engaging his all the senses. In next verse we will read, 24/7 in the service of Krishna. So he was able to control his senses because he was giving positive engagement to his senses. He was not suppressing. He was giving higher taste. Okay. So we'll go next to Sloka. Who wants to read this one? 61. Hare Krishna. Yes, Hetan Mataji. You want to read or are you busy? I can read. I can read. Okay. तानि सर्वाणि संयम्य युक्त आसीत् मत्परः बसेहि यस्य इन्द्रियाणि तस्य प्रज्ञा प्रतिष्ठिता. One who restrains his senses, keeping them under full control, and fixes his consciousness upon me, is known as man of steady intelligence. Purport. That is the so Krishna is saying here, restraining his senses and keeping them under full control, and fixes his consciousness upon me. Mat parah. He is saying yukta asit. Yukta means you engage, and asit means attaching. Here Prabhupada is describing should be situated like asit. And matpara means in relationship with me. Krishna is saying matpara means he. He's saying me. So he's saying restraining the senses, because if you want to focus, you have to restrain, right? If you allow your senses to run everywhere, then there is no focus. So therefore, to focus, you have to control the senses. And then where you are focusing is consciousness on Krishna. And that person you can call man of steady intelligence. Let's read what is the meaning. Purpose. That's the highest conception of yoga perfection in Krishna consciousness, clearly explained in this course. Unless one is Krishna conscious, it is not at all possible to control the senses. As cited above, the great sage Durvasa Muni picked a quarrel with Maharaj Ambarish, and Durvasa Muni unnecessarily became angry out of pride and therefore could not check his senses. On the other hand, the king, although not as powerful as Yogi as the sage, but a devotee of the Lord, silently tolerated all sage injustice and thereby emerged victorious. The king was able to control his senses because of following qualification as mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam, 9th canto, 4th chapter, 18th to 20th sloka. Sorry, I'll read for you. सा वै मना कृष्णा पदारविन्दयोर् वाञ्छासि वैकुण्ठगुणानुवर्णने करोर्हरेर्मन्दिरमर्जनादिषु श्रुतिं च चक्रनियुक्सतकथोदया मुकुन्दलिङ्गाय दर्शने दार्शु तदभृत्यग्रतया स्पर्शे अङ्गसङ्गामम् ग्रहाणां च तत्पादसरोजसौरभे श्रीमततुलसीरसानां तदर्पिते पादौ हरेर्क्षेत्रे पदानुस्वरापाने शिरो ऋषिकेशपद पदाभिनन्दने कामांश्चादशेन तु कामकाम्ये यथा तु आत्मा श्लोकजनराश्रयरति King Amrish fixed his mind on the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. So he is engaging his mind on the feet of Krishna, engaging his word in describing the abode of the Lord, in his hand in cleansing the temple of the Lord, his ears in hearing the pastime of the Lord, his eyes in seeing the form of the Lord, his body in touching the body of deity, his nostril in smelling the flowers of the Lord, flavors of the flower offered to the lotus feet of the Lord, his tongue in tasting tulasi leaf offered to him, his legs in traveling to the holy places, where his temple is situated, his head in offering obeisances unto the Lord, and his desire in fulfilling the desires of the Lord. And all these qualifications made him fit to become a Matpara, deity of the Lord. The word Matpara is most significant in this connection. How can one become Matpara is described in the life of Maharaj Amrish. Srila Baladev Bhaktiyabhushan, a great scholar and acharya in the line of Matpara, remark, Mad Bhakti Prabhavena Sarvendriya Vijaya Purvika Swatma Drishtiti Sulabheti Bhava. The senses can be completely controlled only by the strength of devotional service to Krishna. Also, the example of fire is sometimes given. As a fire burns, the blazing fire burns everything within a room. Lord Vishnu, situated in the heart of a yogi, burns of all kind of impurities. The Yoga Sutra also prescribes meditation on Vishnu, not meditation on the void. The so-called yogis who meditate on something other than Vishnu from simply Vishnu form simply waste their time in a vain search after some phantasmagoria. We have to become Krishna consciousness, devoted to the personality of Godhead. That is the aim of real yoga. So this story, how many do you know the story of Durvasa Muni and Ambrish Maharaj when they had a fight? Hare Krishna. I was asking, do you know the story of Durvasa Muni and Ambrish Maharaj? I think we discussed some time back. Did you, Nital Mataji, do you remember?
What, Prabhuji?
Story of Durvasa Muni and Maharaj Ambrish. Okay, no problem. I'll share quickly. So this Maharaj Ambrish was fasting for a year, Ekadasi, whole year. He was fasting. He was the king of the planet Earth, Maharaj Ambrish. He was the king. So he was fasting for a whole year, and the end of the year, when the last day, he has to break the fast. So he was ready to do finish his fasting, his ritual. And then this says Muni. Remember Muni? Last time we were talking who is Muni. Muni. So Durvasha Muni came. Muni means someone is very proud of their yogic power or any power, and they do mental speculation, like materialistic mindset. So Durvasha Muni came with 10,000 disciples, 10,000 people, and he said, "All right, arrange a prasadam for all of us." So in Ekadasi, when you keep Ekadasi, there is a specific time you have to break the fast. There is a time window. So within that time, one has to break the fast. So the Amrish Maharaj had all his priest and the spiritual master, everyone, guru, and everyone there. And then Durvasa Muni comes and says, okay, wait for me because I'm going to take bath in the river. And once I come back, then you can offer me and then you can eat. You can break your fast. So Durvasa Muni with his 10,000 disciples went to river to take bath. And intentionally, he was not coming out of the river after taking bath. He was just waiting that when this Amrish commits a mistake. What is the mistake? If he breaks his fast on time, then I'll go that how you can eat without offering me. He was just trying to find fault. In life, in our life also, some people is just waiting to find a fault. So, so Amrish Maharaj was confused what to do because he promised Durvasa Muni that you come back, then I'll take prasad. And now his time was running out because he has to finish his, he break his fast on time to complete his brata. So he consulted his guru and priest what to do. And they advised, all right, so you don't take grain, but you can take tulasi leaf and charnamrit. You can just eat that and break your fast. So he did that. So Durvasa Muni was a yogi. He could know what is happening anywhere in the world. He could see it by his yogic power. So Durvasa Muni was in the river. He was meditating, and then he saw, oh, Amrish Maharaj break it fast. Now this is time to go and punish him because he is envious of Maharaj Amrish. Okay, so he came and he said, oh, Maharaj Amrish, you have committed an offense towards me because how could you eat when your guest is not yet eaten? And then Maharaj Amrish was just begging forgiveness, though he was not guilty because Durvasa Muni was intentionally trying to create problem. Okay, but he was still humble and he was begging pardon. And Durvasa Muni took one hair out of his head, pressed on the ground, and then a big demon came out of that power, Durvasa Muni's power, as if he was ready to devour the whole world. The very big demon Durvasa Muni produced. And he ordered her to kill Maharaj Amrish immediately, kill him. See, this is what Munis do. Munis are very proud of their power. But Maharaj Amrish was devotee of the Lord. He was doing Ekadasi. He was devotee of Vishnu. So the moment he asked Durvasa, the Rakshasi, to kill Maharaj Amrish, Sudarshan Chakra appeared. Okay, because when you are doing bhakti, Sudarshan Chakra is above your head always. Because if you are Krishna Bhakta, Sudarshan Chakra is protecting you always. Any Vaishnava. So Sudarshan Chakra came and Chakra killed immediately the Rakshasi which Durvasa Muni produced. And then Chakra started chasing Durvasa Muni. And you'd be amazed to know that Durvasa Muni could fly. Durvasa Muni could fly by the speed of the mind. Not the speed of the light, speed of the mind. So speed of mind is bigger than your light or anything. Because you can think, you are sitting there, you can think of London and then you reach London. This is how yogis work. They can work with the speed of mind. They can go to any planet. They can think of moon, they will reach to moon by their subtle body, not the physical, but the subtle body, like the mind, intelligence, ego, and soul. So Durvasa Muni started running, and the chakra started chasing. He went to Lord Brahma. He could go to Satyaloka. He went to Lord Brahma. Lord Brahma said, sorry, I cannot do anything. This is Sudarshana. You have to go to someone else. Then first he went to Shiva, Lord Shiva. And Shiva said, I'm sorry, you have to go to, the father of universe, Brahma. He went to Brahma Loka. Brahma said, I'm sorry, this Sudarshana is the weapon of Vishnu. You have to go to Vishnu. So the Durvasa Muni ran to Vishnu. And he met Vishnu in Kshir Sagar. And then Vishnu said, I'm sorry, you committed offense to my deity, Amrish Maharaj. Unfortunately, I cannot forgive you. So you have to better go back to Amrish Maharaj and beg his pardon. And then this Sudarshana can save you, cannot kill you. Then he ran back to the earth, to Amrish Maharaj. And Amrish Maharaj was worried that he was like, oh, what did I do? I'm going to kill a Brahmana, a Muni, because of a small thing. Now Sudarsana will kill him, and I will have an he was feeling guilty, though he was not. This is the nature of a deity. You feel guilty even if you are not commit any offense to anyone because you are humble. So Durvasa Muni came back running and fell at the feet of the Amrish Maharaj. That I'm sorry, I committed a big offense towards your Vaishnava. And then Amrish Maharaj said, no, 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 I'm sorry. I committed offense. Please forgive me. And then he prayed to Sudarshan Chakra. He said, leave now, Durvasa Muni. And then Sudarshan Chakra went away. Durvasa Muni was saved, not from killing. So this is the power of bhakti. When you do bhakti, you don't have to fear anything. And on top of it, you know, you can get great power, as big power as protection from directly from Lord Vishnu. And that's why we are interested in Krishna Bhakti. It is not that we are fool or some kind of rasa interested, rasa dance interest, or some kind of sahajiya. No, this is very very practical and intelligent process of Krishna consciousness. And that's why we follow this, right? Because this not only helps in you in this life to live nicely, but next life can also be advanced to a supermost level, right? Okay, this is next sloka. Who wants to read? Yes, Mantaji. Yes. I cannot hear you, unfortunately. Okay, can you speak now, Mantaji? I cannot hear you, Hital Mataji. Can you speak again? No, I'm getting some background noise, but none of your voice. Okay, somehow
I
it's not.
but
I can hear you now. Yes.
that is I'm Hetal Thakkar. She's someone. What is her name? Hari.
No, you can read, Mataji. Hital Mataji, you can read.
Yeah, she is. She's reading.
Who is that? Nagrani Mataji is reading.
Haripriya is reading. Haripriya is reading.
But I cannot see on the call who is there. Okay,
Haripriya.
there is no Hari Priya on the call, Mataji. I don't see it.
There is actually. I can see someone. Haripriya.
Okay, so please read, Mataji. I cannot hear you. If you can switch on the camera, then I can see you.
Her camera.
Camera is on.
Yeah.
Oh, Krishna. Something wrong in my system. I can't. I cannot. I definitely cannot hear. So if everyone can hear, you can finish reading.
Okay, Haripriya. Yes, please read. No problem. Read.
Yes, Mataji.
Okay. Should I go next one, Hital Mataji? Next sloka. Two slokas are linked, so we can read both and then we come back. You have to unmute Hital Mataji. Unmute it.
Can I read 2.63 now?
Yes, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Krodhatva ti sameha sammohatsa mrutividhi brahma mruti shansha बुद्धिनाशो बुद्धिनाशायत नाशात प्रणास्यति. From anger, complete delusion arises, and from delusion, bewilderment of memory. When memory is bewildered, intelligence is lost, and when intelligence is lost, one falls down again into the material pool. Purport. Srila Rupa Goswami has given us this direction. Prapanchitya buddhya hari sambandhi vastu vastunaha mumuksh subhya parityogo vairagyam palgu khatyati. By development of Krishna consciousness, one can know that everything has its use and service of Lord. Those who are without knowledge of Krishna consciousness artificially try to avoid material objects. As a result, although they desire liberalization from the material bondage, they do not attain the perfect stage of renunciation. Their so-called renunciation is called Falgu, or less important. On the other hand, a person in Krishna consciousness knows how to use everything in the service of Lord. Therefore, he doesn't give a victim of material consciousness. For example, for an impersonalist, a Lord or an absolute being impersonal cannot eat, whereas an impersonalist tries to avoid good eatables. A devotee knows that Krishna is supreme enjoyer and he eats all their offered to him in the devotion. So, after offering good eatables to the Lord, the devotee takes the remittent called prasadam. Therefore, everything becomes spiritualized and there is no danger of the downfall. The devotee takes prasadam in the Krishna consciousness, whereas a non devotee rejects it as material. The impersonalist, therefore, cannot enjoy life. Due to this artificial renunciation of this reason, a slight agitation of the mind pulls him down against and into the pool of material existence. It is said that such a soul, even though rising up to the point of liberalization, falls down again due to his not having support of devotional service. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So let me stop sharing. I'm gonna share a slide. Uh, okay. So this one here. So these two sloka which you read just now inculcates here. So it is both are talking that now the next question we have discussed so far that how to avoid how to we now understand that we have to control our senses. Okay, that is clear that if we don't control senses we cannot focus it. But the next question is how does the senses get bewildered, right? We should understand how does it get disturbed so that you can control it better. So the Krishna is describing process of how does your senses get disturbed. So first thing what happens, you try to start thinking about object. Like for example, suppose if you want, if somebody wants the iPhone, okay, a phone, right? So the person will see the phone, someone's hand or advertisement or anywhere, the kid or anyone. So then person starts liking it. When you look at things, you start liking it. And somehow or other, if person gets to touch it, then oh, he looks at the phone and thinking, oh, it's so nice. You kind of develop an attachment. Like, oh, I want this. And that attachment becomes condensed. And that is called lust, like very strong attachment for something. It's like you definitely want that. That's where it called lust. And when the desire, so he has a desire, like when you look at the phone, he has a desire to get the phone and attachment together. And then when the desire was not fulfilled, when the desire become lust, and then lust is not getting fulfilled, that's anger, right? Like somehow I want this, but I'm not able to get this. So when we go angry, we get into delusion, right? Delusion. Delusion means now he's not sure. Should I go and do some job and earn the money, or should I do some kind of theory, or I should get money somehow and get this phone. Two options: either you work hard, that seems not difficult. That seems very difficult because the person is not hard working, right? So the person will either work hard or try to get money somehow or other. When he's in delusion, he will get bewilderment. Like basically he's not able to decide which one is better because he wants phone immediately, right? So then he lost his intelligence, because then he's not able to discriminate what is wrong and what is right path to get the money to buy the phone. And then he will steal the money or some illegal activity to get the phone money so that he can purchase the phone. Likewise, you can put this pathway, this process, in any kind of people develop, whether people develop a bad habit, or people develop attachment, or people develop so many things in bad. It all starts with you look at the object and you like it, and then there is a desire to gain it. And when the desire is very strong, it's lust. And when the lust is like, I want this, then it's become delusion. You really don't know what to do, and then you do something because your memory is bewildered, you're in delusion, bewilderment, and then you commit mistake, basically, because intelligence is not able to discriminate what is wrong and what is right. This is what happens. So the next sloka, Krishna is going to tell us how to fix it, because now we know in anything. Suppose if you want to sleep, you're sleeping a lot or you're eating a lot, it is all starting with you looking at the object. If you don't look at things, then you don't get too much attachment. But if it gets into your mind, even if you're not looking at, you are still thinking about it. Oh, I wish I could have that, I wish I could have that. That is like attachment. It's a lot of attachment, right? So a lot of our problem in life because of this thing. Okay, having a desire is not bad, but having an attachment can be deluding. It can delude you. For example, I have a desire to get a house, but then I should have a patience to work hard to save my money, not not that go and kill someone living in house and capture the apartment, right? Because that's how people nowadays doing. All kind of rapes. Like how the rape happens. The boy is going crazy, maybe under drug or something. He looks at the girl, he likes the body, and he's thinking, oh, I want this, I want this, I want this. And then he commits it because he deluded. He can't think of anything, right? So many things in society, in life happening because of this process. We don't understand. And Bhagavad Gita is teaching you, right? That's why I say, and everyone says who is intelligent, Bhagavad Gita is not a religious book. Where is religion here? Where is religion? This is a way of life. It's like a manual of life. How do you learn how to live your life, right? How you can be sober, nice, happy. Where is the religion? I don't see any word of religion. Okay, you do this ritual, that ritual. You offer 5 kg laddu, 10 kg batasa, 10 kg. There is nothing like that, right? but people have corrupted it. The knowledge has been taken away, the ritual has dominated, and then everything is spoiled. And now people don't even read Bhagavad Gita because they think it's a religious. Where is religion? This formula anybody can apply, whether you're Muslim, Christian. Everybody is struggling with this problem of mind control, senses. Who doesn't struggle, right? So that is why Bhagavad Gita is read by all the religion people. You'll be amazed. Even it is translated in Arabic, Urdu, all kind of Iran, all kind of languages, because it's a knowledge book. It's not religious. It's above the religion. It is beyond the religion because it's giving information how to love God. Doesn't matter what name God you gave. You gave Krishna, Hindu, Muslim, Christianity. No, doesn't matter. You know the process. It's like a scientific process. Doesn't matter where you apply, it will work, right? So so if we approach like Bhagavad Gita like that, then you'd appreciate like anything, and you'll transform your own life, because when you're looking in that angle, right? And that's what Srila Prabhupada is presenting us, that one. Okay, so we'll go to the next one. Okay, 64. Now, next slokas are only small. So, who wants to read this one? I can read Sanskrit for you.
Ragadvesha
Ragadvesha bimuktasya stu
vimuktastu. Ragadvesha vimuktastu.
visayanindriyascharan
Vishyani
Vishayan indriyasyan.
atma vaishashir vidayatma
Atma vaishasya vidaryatma.
prasadam adhigacchati.
Prasadam adhigacchati.
All right, you can read this translation in purpose.
Yeah, yeah, perfect. Uh, bit down. But a person free from all the attachment and aversions and able to control his sense through regulative principle of freedom can obtain the complete mercy of the Lord. It is already explained that one may externally control the sense by some artificial process, but unless the sense are engaged in the transcendental service of the Lord, there is a every chance of a fail, every chance of a fall. Although the person in full Krishna conscious may apparently be on the sensual plan, because of his being Krishna conscious, he is not attached to sensual activities. The Krishna conscious person is concerned only with the satisfaction of Krishna and nothing else. Therefore, he is a transcendental and all attachment and detachment. If Krishna wants, the devotee can do anything which is ordinarily under undesirable, and if Krishna does not want, he shall not do that which he would have ordinary, ordinarily done for his own satisfaction. Therefore, to act or not to act is within his control, because he act only under the direction of Krishna. This consciousness is the causeless mercy of the Lord, which the devotee can achieve in spite of his being attached to the sensual platform. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So, let me share this screen again. Regulative principle of freedom. We need to get little bit there. Okay. So this was the sloka you read. The key word here is, first is, you have to become free from all attachment and aversion. Not just attachment, but even aversion. You remember, Arjuna was trying to avoid the war. He was negatively attached. He don't want to kill, right? And then regulative principle of freedom. So you have to give both. Attachment is like positively you like it, But something you hate it, you don't have to stop doing that, because even if you hate it, it takes your brain space, right? When you hate things, your mind is still thinking about it. So basically, you want to get out of that mind situation. And how you can do it? Regulative principle of freedom. So how does that work, right? Let's go back. Stop sharing. So regulative principle of freedom. We discussed about Maharaj Ambrish's life, right? What he was doing. We can go back that sloka just little bit in a minute. Hmm, okay. So this was the sloka. So how you can control your senses even by engaging? You don't have to block it, right? So let me share the screen to you, and I'll read that again. So this is life of Amrish Maharaj, and you can also we all of us can mold our life. How what you can do? You can fix your mind on the lotus feet of Krishna. How you can fix your mind? You chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Just one round, one eight time takes 10 minutes. You can engage your mind. Your words in describing the abode of the Lord, like you are reading Bhagavad Gita, you are using your words, is speaking in reading Bhagavad Gita. Your hand in cleaning the temple of the Lord. You make your house as a temple. You have little frame, little place where you do worship, offer some incense. You do already diya, agarbatti, like anything, right? How can you control your engaging your hearing capacity? You hear right now. You are hearing Bhagavad Gita, discussion from me and others. So you are engaging your ears. You are engaging your eyes because you're looking at the slides, so the screen, right? You're engaging in body, in touching the body of the deity. When you go to temple, you discuss, you hug deities, you are hugging people, right? Your nostril, you are smelling flower offered to Krishna. You can offer Krishna at your flower at your home, and you take as a prasad, you smell it. Your tongue, you offer cook nice things and offer to Krishna and eat prasadam. Your legs, you can go to pilgrimage, nice, Vaishnava Hindu temples, Vishnu temples. Your head, when you go to temple, you offer obeisances to the deity, to the Krishna. And your desires, oh, everything you desire for what Krishna desires, as he said in Bhagavad Gita. And manmana mad bhakto madhyaji namaskuru. He says that think of me, become my deity, offer obeisances to me, and you will come back to me, right? So you become matpara, you become deity. It's very simple. Do you think anything new is being asked from anyone? Same thing what we do daily, right? We are eating, we are listening, we are speaking, we are sleeping, we are drinking, we are thinking, we are willing, we are everything. What you have to just transform the consciousness, nothing else. Like right now, I work as a scientist. I have my family. I maintain my family. I do my job. I'm speaking. There are so many people right now speaking on news channel talking nonsense. What happened to other? They are abusing others. But here we are not abusing. We are not judging. Same activity, but different purpose. That's it. Nothing new to be done. Everything same. I'm also eating prasadam. And then last thing, what you read, what Madhu read, is very important. It's very important. We should note that he's saying, Krishna, Prabhupada is saying, let me read. There's a point to you so that you can read later, later seriously. 64 sloka. He's saying here, if Krishna wants, the Krishna conscious person is concerned only with satisfaction of Krishna, nothing else. Therefore, he is transcendental to all attachment and detachment. So what is happening? You're not detached to anything, you're not attached to anything, you're neutral. And if Krishna wants, the deity can do anything which is ordinary, undesirable. And if Krishna doesn't want, he shall not do that which he would have ordinarily done for his own satisfaction. Therefore, to act or not to act is within his control, because he acts only under the direction of Krishna, right? So you can take so many examples. Like in a bank, there is a cashier. The cashier is counting crores of money daily. The cashier is never attached to the money. He never thinks, let me keep the money. But even an ordinary person, if they deal with so much money, they will get attached to it. So neither the cashier hates the money, neither he likes the money. He just, his duty is just count for the bank. So therefore he's not attached, he's not detached, he's just doing his job, and he's satisfying his manager and bank, and he's getting his salary and living life nicely. And he does nicely, he also get promotion, he get bonus. So like bhakti also, if we just follow the rules of Krishna, then we are not attached to anything. Everything we think, oh, it's Krishna's property, let me just do it. And then you get promotion to Krishna Loka. You are happy while living, like a bank cashier is happy. He's getting salary, getting promotion, getting bonus, everything nice. Why to worry? But then you have to learn the getting a cashier job in bank is not easy, because it is very honest position. You have to be really, otherwise you can get the bank looted. You can deal with some theft, and then you give the keys and they will take the money. It's very honest job. So to reach to that platform, one has to get qualified. And in bhakti, the process is chanting Hare Krishna. There is no other way. In Kali Yuga, you cannot do meditation. We don't have a peaceful mind. You can't meditate for a moment even. You can't even fast longer. We cannot. I mean, we don't have a lot of strength. Let's accept it. We are very weak bodily, mentally, sensually. So therefore, best to chant Hare Krishna, eat prasadam, live a simple life, and do whatever you are doing. Continue doing it, right? So we'll end here. Um, 64 we finished. Now we have eight more sloka left. We'll finish next week, because upcoming slokas are only one line, two line, not much description. If you have a book, you can easily see. Okay. So any questions, comments?
Prabhuji, I have a question.
Yes, Haripriya.
Um, as you said, I mean, in Bhagavad Gita, that whatever a devotee does, if the devotee is true, or any Krishna devotee, whatever he does, that is only according to the will of the Sri Krishna. If
Yes.
devotee is doing wrong or something, not even it is said that it is, if it is act is undesirable or wrong maybe. So can we justify, or Krishna is doing this, or Krishna wants
So
this?
so when you see someone is doing something which is not desirable, or not a like not a nice thing, right, as per social customs, right? So therefore
Right.
you should know that the person is not well versed of Krishna, what Krishna wants. Because if he or she knows what Krishna wants, then he or she will not do, because Krishna will never ask anyone to do wrong. Like here in this case, Arjuna case, okay, Arjuna was denying to fight. Okay, so somebody can say, oh, Krishna was inducing to kill his own
Yes.
family member. But then we have to see the bigger purpose. He was a Kshatriya, he has to fight in any ways, and he has to justify the people who will suffer if he don't fight. So for the bigger cause, the smaller cause gets sacrificed. Like like an army person is killing someone on the border to protect the country. Killing is bad, but in the war, killing is justified, because then in a war you can kill and you get award, right? So we have to see from the position what platform the person is doing. If the person has that duty to do, then justified. So therefore, any activity you see anyone, even Krishna devotee doing, you should always bet it against Guru, Sadhu, Shastra. So okay, what does Shastra say? What does Krishna say? What does Guru say? Consult someone else. And what is the Sadhu say? Consult other deities. Is this right? Right? And then you make the mind. Then anyone should make the mind. Okay, is this right or wrong? Right? So that's the kind of Mataji understanding. Is that okay, Haripriya Mataji?
Whatever written in, yes, Guruji. Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah, you were saying something.
That final reference should be the Sri Gita, because according to me or whatever I have seen, the people, everyone has modified little bit according to their sense.
Yeah, so that's why we have to read Bhagavad Gita as it is.
Whatever
Okay.
they have understood from, it's a
Yeah,
missaid somewhere. Yeah, yes.
as it is. And what happens sometime I may not able to understand completely because my mind also very limited. So we should learn from someone who has understood nicely and lived it, not just understood it. You should see that person is able to practice in their own life. If they are just talking, what is the point, right? Like, what is the point? Talking, right? So then you should see that if person is talking, is the person is also walking on the path. If the person is not walking on that path, it's
Hmm.
just prachar, but no achar, only prachar, only telling others what to do, but he himself or she himself not doing it. Then you should be careful. You should better go away from that person, you know, because that could be dangerous, right?
Yeah. Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. All right.
Hare
We have
Krishna,
a
Prabhuji.
Hare
Thank you.
Krishna. Thank you. We have a time now. Anybody have any last one? If you want to say anything, Nagrani Mataji.
I don't have any questions.
Okay, that's okay. All right. So let's end here. It's time. Hmm? We'll end here. Bhagavad Gita ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. वांछा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यश्च च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद. हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे. Thank you so much. And I'm sorry for the technical thing. The Zoom was busy, so we use this platform. All right. Hope now you all have an app. You can easily join next time. Okay. Okay.
Yes, yes,
But
Prabhuji.
All right.
Prabhuji is better than life.
Okay, Hare Krishna.
Hare
I know, but sometime people have some other meetings, so I can't use it. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. If any one of you have a Zoom account, a paid version from your office or anywhere, then let me know. Then we can use those link. You can create a link and we can use it. Okay.
Okay. I'll ask my office if they have, then I can get it.
Yes, yes. All right. Thank you. All goes to Srila Prabhupada. Bhagavad Gita ki jai. All
Hare
goes to Guru
Krishna,
Maharaj.
Prabhuji.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Have a good day.
Krishna.
Bye.
Bye.